So I'd like to call up Leroy Haugan up to the mic to say a few words.
Thank you very much for inviting me here and saying a word. And as usual, my mind has totally gone blank, but it's been nice to all these hockey players that have come up and to come up and witness us here and be here for us. And I thank you so much, and for the pretty little wife that made such a special boy for me that I miss very much, and give her most credit for her. He had told her years ago that he wanted to be noted for being a man of prayer. And I think that would be, I know I always, since I retired, I still get up early in the morning and go for coffee, and a lot of times right behind me at 6:45 is the Humboldt Bronco truck, and he's picking up his coffee too, and I wonder what he would go to work so early for all the time. But that's what he would do. He would be down in his office praying and filling his players up and praying for his kids, and he was quite a man. And on the weekend, Carson and I were golfing last Saturday. We went for a round of golf, and we were golfing away, and he said, "Papa," he said, do you think quite a bit about Dad? Do you think about Dad quite often? And I said, "Yeah, I do." And I said, I try to be positive about it. It hurts. I said, he says, Carson said to me, "We got to be positive." He said, "We're all giving up on Jesus because of this here." And he said, "Dad doesn't want us ever to give up on God." He said, "That's, and coming from a 12-year-old boy with you, and like tonight when the accident, and it took us we knew at 6 o'clock that the accident happened. We didn't find out that we had lost him by till 10:30. And about midnight, Christina and the boys were over at our place, and we were going after and morning away, and went to the door, and we were hugging and saying goodbye at midnight, and my wife said to me, "Leroy, pray." And I said, I can't pray. But Carson was right beside me, a 12-year-old, and right away he put his arm around me and he said, "Papa, I pray." And he prayed. He said, "God, we don't understand what in the world is going on here," he says, "God, but you do. And we're not going to quit trusting you because of this here." And he said, "Our Dad would not want us to quit trusting you because this has all happened, and life must go on." As he told me on the ball, we got to keep going, and we got to keep staying with Jesus. And that's and I'm proud of what my son has done there. And why they had to take him on us, it's kind of a nice thing, but it's I know that Darcy's prayer and his boys pray the same way. As at the end they always say, "Jesus, help me to be more like you." And that's the kind of family I had, and I'm very thankful for it. And thank you all for